It's all a game and you goddamn know it. What I'm talking about is, of course, life and that we, every single day, in the most part, unconsciously, but sometimes consciously, choose which games that we want to play on a daily basis. And we do that through our whole life. So, something I think is really worrying and that weakens a lot of people is like setting too easy goals. Because if you think about it, like from a person, like if you've ever watched a movie or played a video game, you have difficulty levels in the video game, and when you like choose the difficulty, there is no difficulty level 0, because if it's a 0 difficulty level, it's not a game because there's no stakes at play, so you wouldn't even have played it. It wouldn't even have been a game in the first place. So that's why I call like life a game, and every day is a game. And we choose these goals and we set these goals. Sometimes they're too high, too ambitious, but sometimes they're just too weak, too tiny. And I really do believe and do think that most people set goals and set the bar too low. I'm not saying that, it's not a bad thing in itself. You can do whatever you want. Like, I don't look at anything as being bad or good. I just look at the reaction of people based on their actions. And I see that there's so much depression and so much hatred in the world because people just I just see so much outward observing where people like where you just have too little to care about yourself. They care have more like attention to put outwards in the bad way. And when you think about hatred and like drama and stuff like that, I'm not thinking about showing love and support and like helping people. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the bad part. So I think a result of that is that people just set too low expectations for themselves, set the bar too low, because in the grand scheme of things, everyone knows this. I just think we need to be reminded more than we need to be taught that the journey is like the destination is a really small percentile of the whole journey. And me, like, considering that, we just have to make the journey more enjoyable. And how can we do that? We look at video games and movies, and we see the the things we have in common with life and movies, because movies, they represent life in a way, and video games do that as well. So I always think, if something is too hard or too difficult, it's not fun. But it's also not fun if it's too easy. You've always when I used to play, Fortnite or Minecraft with my friends, it was really boring, both when I played against people way above my skill level, but also way below it as well. So it was always fun when it was uncertainty, when it was like, am I gonna be able to do this or not? Am I gonna be able to win this battle? Or these are the things that make it fun and makes it exciting. And the only way of doing that is through continuously challenge yourself, test your boundaries, and see where your limits are. Because when you see those limits, when you get to feel them, like really get to feel them, you then know where your level is, and you're trying to play on that level, always a little bit above that, because then it's, it's a little bit difficult. And in that way, you get to be stronger, or you get to get stronger. You feel weak there and then, but after the challenge, you are stronger. You're either stronger or you win. Those are the two things, right? Or you learn, right? But those things is only possible if you continue playing. If you continue trying, if you continue pushing yourself, seeing where that limit is. I just think it's so healthy, and I just think that actually might be one of the biggest, most significant reasons why there's so much hatred in the world, or why it seems like it's so much hatred in the world. It's in the most case just social media, but a reason is just because it's people, including myself, of course, in periods. I would admit to have gotten better at this, but I used to hate. I see myself also internally hating on people that I see on the internet, and what I try to continuously remind myself of is that I'm not pushing myself hard enough. Or let me put it another way. It's too easy. It's too easy. That's what it is. It's just too easy. So the attention goes everywhere else but the thing. It's like multitasking, right? So if you have done something for a long period of time, like if you're really good at chess, for instance, you see at Magnus Carlsen, for example, he plays multiple people at once, blindfolded. So he is so good at the game that he can multitask. Like he can do many games in a row, like many games at the same time, blindfolded. He don't has like he has lost his sense of sight, and you know if that's a way of pushing himself, of course, but if like I think that's a lot of people. If you just continue playing at the same level, it would have been like Magnus Carlsen playing against a toddler, because if he would have just played against a toddler, he would just don't care about the game at all. He would care about everything else that is happening, which I think is what many people are doing. You know who you are, and it's natural. Like it's just normal for me. Like I do it as well. As I said, I just try to catch myself in those moments. Sometimes I succeed, sometimes I don't, but that's what I try to do deliberately. So I just think we need to make things harder, have bigger goals for ourselves, because if we don't, we just get so unfocused. We just get so unfocused and so caught up with what everyone else is doing. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, appreciate it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.